The word literature is derived from the Latin term littera, which means letter. Philippine literature is the body of works, both oral and written, that Filipinos, whether native, naturalized, or foreign-born, have created about the experience of people living in relating the Philippine society. Pre-colonial period. During the pre-Spanish or pre-colonial period in 1500s, when Philippines was not yet colonized. Oral tradition. Literature that has been passed down through speech from one generation to another. No known authors during this period. One of the examples of these oral tradition literature during the pre-Spanish were folk songs. Folk songs. These are one of the oldest forms of Philippine literature that emerged in the pre-Spanish period. These songs mirrored the early forms of culture. Many of these have 12 syllables. Serenade Harana. These are courtship songs used by young men to capture the heart of the girl they love. Spanish colonial period. It is an accepted belief that the Spanish colonization of the Philippines started in 1565, during the time of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the first Spanish Governor-General in the Philippines. Recreational plays. There are many recreational plays performed by Filipinos during the Spanish times. Almost all of them were in poetic form. One of the examples of these recreational plays is the Cenaculo. The Cenaculo. This is a dramatic performance to commemorate the Passion and death of Jesus Christ. American colonial period. With the advent of education in the Philippines, Americans influenced Filipino writers too. Write using English language. Many Filipinos started writing again, and the nationalism of the people remained undaunted. Filipino writers went into all forms of literature like news, reporting, poetry, stories, plays, essays, and novels. Their writings clearly depicted their love of country. Japanese colonial period. During the Japanese period, the invaders saw to it that Filipino movements be limited. The writers stopped wielding pens and started wielding guns. Philippine literature in English came to a halt, except for the Tribune and the Philippine Review. Almost all newspapers in English were stopped by the Japanese. The only contact with the outside world was done with utmost secrecy through the underground radio program called Voice of Freedom. 3 types of poems emerged during this period. A. Haiku, a poem of free verse that the Japanese like. It was made up of 17 syllables divided into 3 lines. B. Kanaga, like the haiku, is short, but it had measure and rhyme. C. Karanawang Enyo, we usual form